Another day, another dollar for flying. Well, maybe. I don't even get dollars for flying. I do it for fun. So here we go. Let's see what's going to happen today. Had some eventful flights recently. So basically anything could happen, and usually does. You can see the cockpit of the Airbus A320, the Aerosoft Airbus, of course. That's the most popular and probably the best. Don't think too many people are going to argue about that. Today's flight, well, let me see. If you saw the route, you'll know that we last flew, you're using my FS Captain, that is, and not being a requested flight. We last flew into Malta, which is Lima Mike Lima, and today we're flying out of Malta and we're going to the Côte d'Azur in France. Our manifest is 117 passengers, 1 lot of baggage, 5 boxes of documents, 1 crate of paper, 3 boxes of medical supplies, 2 crates of mail, and 3 boxes of mail. So it's quite a heavy load. So this should be fun. Let's get the basics done first and foremost. As usual, you know me, Vox ATC. I'll get that up and running.
Test. 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 Test.
Test.
Test.
Test.
Test.
Test.
Test. Test. Test.
Test.
Test.
Test. Test. Test.
Test.
Test.
Test.
Test.
And there we go, that's up and running. That's injected the aircraft into our sim, and of course it's going to supply me with ATC during the flight. We're also going to be using, as I've now got used to it, and it actually seems to work generally, we're going to be using FS2 Crew. So I'll just wait for that to get its act together, and we'll close down or try and hide the menu because the menu bar gets in our way. So here we go. Are you ready? Our adventure begins.
Hi Captain, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing, Mr. Co-Pilot? Are you going to do as you're told today? We'll mute him out for now, and we'll wait for him to flick a few switches and get us up and running. There you go. I could do this bit myself, but why would I? He's the co-pilot. He can do it. While he's doing the cockpit preparation, switching all the switches, getting the APU up and running, I will do the ADIRS to get that up so we can align the IRS. Because if we don't do that, we won't know where we're going. Not that we generally know where we're going anyway, not on my flights. And I've got to extinguish all white lights. We'll also turn the nav and logo light on. We'll arm the warning signs. We'll put the no smoking sign on. And we'll put the seatbelt sign on, so the passengers will know to buckle up as soon as they get in. And that's that bit done. Now of course, an FS Captain flight means I have to program the routing myself because it's not been done before, so it's not been saved. So this is where you have to bear with me a bit if you've not seen this before. Here we go. Initiate. We align the IRS. That takes a few minutes. What are we doing? Do we know? Yes, we are going Lima Mike Mike Lima, and we're going to Lima Foxtrot Mike November. So we put that up in there, and of course there is no stored flight plan because I'm doing it manually. We are A2B Airlines, Charters Airlines, and our flight number, I don't know. Bear with me, I'll find out their flight number. I'm sure I can find out their flight number. Oh dear. It's going well. It was going so well up to that point, wasn't it? Flight number is lost. I can't find it. Is 664. Yeah, we got there in the end. Flight number 664. Oh, that goes in that one. Cost index. Well, let's go on the cheap side today. We'll have a cost index of 10. And our cruise altitude, I have to work out. It says, I'm not sure it's true. It says 34,000. I'm just going to check that because I'm not sure that's actually true. So bear with me a minute. I've got to bring up the menus again now. I've got to just check the flight plan just to see what it says. It is 32,000. Flight level 320. And an expected temperature of minus 49 degrees at that height. Wouldn't that be exciting? So now I'll go to the actual planner page, because our first waypoint is Golf Zulu Oscar. That pops in there, and there's two of them. Well, would you credit it? I happen to know the frequency of it is 115.7, so therefore it's the top one. Fortunately, I know that because my flight plan tells me. From there we go on an airway, Uniform Mike 622. And we pop that in there to our next waypoint, Omida. Oscar Mike Echo Delta Alpha. Next airway is Uniform Mike 733. Pops in there, which will take us to Abron, or Alpha Bravo Romeo Oscar November. Next airway is UM622, or Uniform Mike 622, which will lead us into Lonzu Lima Oscar November Sierra Uniform. From there we use airway Uniform Mike 733. Which will be the second time we've been on that one. Oh, could be going round in circles then. That'd be nothing new. That leads us to Merlu, or Mike Echo Romeo Lima Uniform.
I'm out for the walk around.
He's off and about, so he's going to enjoy his walkabout. And to our last airway, which is Uniform Lima 127. Which means I can just about fit it all on this page. That'll lead us to Omad, or Oscar Mike Alpha Romeo Delta, and that is our flight plan. it won't look like that when I put it in, as you'll see. It expands it out into a lot more points. And there it is. It's a lot bigger than what I put in because it fills out the airways automatically. And there we go. We'll get rid of the discontinuity. Makes it all nice and easy. Now, next job. We need to know the ATIS, which is where Vox comes in handy. Let's hide the menu bar. We want 127.4, so I'll tune that in.
No SIG advise you have information Bravo. This is Luca. Information Bravo. 1436 Zulu. In use runway 32. Wind 300 degrees 8 knots.
So we know the runway is 32.
Visibility greater than 20 kilometers. Temperature
It's actually
30
31.
0.11.
But Vox ATC still thinks it's 32.
1013. No SIG advise you have information Bravo.
Which is quite odd because I thought there was only runway here. There are two runways.
Bravo.
First, we don't know whether we're going to get a SID yet,
runway 32.
so we'll come back to that.
Wind 300 degrees 8 knots. Visibility greater than 20 kilometers.
We need to know
Temperature
QNH.
30 dew point 11. QNH 1013.
Well, that's
No
alright.
SIG advise
That's
you
done then.
have information Bravo.
I will get rid of him off the radio channel. Otherwise,
This is
he'll go
Luca.
on and on and
Information
on and on.
Bravo.
And on.
1436 Zulu.
So we'll go to there.
Air Malta 326.
Now, what I should have done really, I should have got a catering service lined up. A flight, it's not that long, so just drinks for the passengers, and we'll consider that already on board. So that's that done. And we can continue on with our preparations. We gotta wait for the clock to count down.
Luke Qatar, Air Malta 326 and Gate 16 with information Bravo. Ready taxi with clearance.
Luca Tower, Golf Bravo Bravo, with you on ILS runway 32.
Air Malta 326, taxi to holding point runway 32, via Charlie, hold short runway 32. Golf Bravo Bravo, LUQ8 Tower, Roger.
Taxi to holding
Now I need
point
to
runway
refer to my
32
notes still because
via
I'm not
Charlie.
100%
Hold
sure
short
of the
runway
procedures.
32, Air Malta 326.
He's out on his walkabouts,
Air Malta
as we know,
326, turn right
my
into
famous co-pilot.
intersection.
I will just
Air
make
Malta
sure I've gone
826.
through everything I need to go through, which hopefully I have. Otherwise we won't be going anywhere. Now, done the ADIR S's, extinguish all white lights, signs are set, emergency exit light is armed, the pack flow is as required, the MCDU is programmed apart from we don't know if we're going to get a SID, barrow reference has been set, blah 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 blah. We haven't got an ATC squawk set yet, which I'll do now.
Ryanair rate 42, cross runway 32, taxi to holding
Turn the
point
radios on.
runway 32, via Bravo and Alpha.
Cross runway 32. Taxi to holding point
And
runway 32.
I'll
via
make
Bravo and
contact.
Alpha. Ryanair rate 42.
Luca Tower, Rust Bucket 321, radio check 133.9er.
Rust Bucket 321, readability 5.
Air Malta 826. Vacated runway.
Readability 5 also, Rust Bucket 321.
Air Malta 826, taxi to gate 19er via Delta, hold short Charlie.
Taxi to gate 19 via Delta.
I'm back
Hold
from
short
the walk
Charlie.
rounds and
Air Malta
everything's good.
826.
Thanks for that. Gotta be polite, even though he doesn't always listen to me. Luca Tower, Rust Bucket 321, ready for clearance Nice Côte d'Azur.
Rust Bucket 321, stand by.
I know it's called Nice, she's probably going to say nice, but who cares? can't all be right
West
always.
Bucket 321, cleared to Nice Cote d'Ivoire Zulu Airport. Cleared as filed. Maintain flight level 60. Expect flight level 32010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 118.35. Squawk 3050.
So we didn't get a SID.
Avenue Q, 8 Tom, Air Malta 827.
So it's a straight out. Rust Bucket 321 is cleared to Nice Côte d'Azur Airport. Cleared as filed. Maintain flight level 60. Departure frequency 118.35. Squawk 3050.
Rust Bucket 321, cleared to Nice Cote d'Ivoire Zulu Airport.
She's going to call it nice, not going to accept me saying Nice. Rust Bucket 321 is cleared to Nice Côte d'Azur Airport.
Last aircraft say again.
And she wants me to say it a third time. Third time lucky. Rust Bucket 321 is cleared to Nice Côte d'Azur Airport.
Rust Bucket
Yay,
321,
we have
feedback
success.
Correct. Air Malta 827, standby. Air Malta
So we'll
538,
request
touching
boarding.
ground. Air Malta 538, roger.
So at least they
Air
got
Malta 827,
a way to
cleared
get up the
Lily
stairs.
Airport. Cleared as filed. Maintain flight level 60. Expect flight level 31110 minutes after
We'll go and
departure.
watch some crazy
Departure
driving in a minute.
frequency 118.35.
Do this bit first.
Squawk 3054.
That's done. Dusted.
Air Malta
Finished.
827. You're fueling the territory. Cleared as filed.
Now,
Maintain
here we go.
flight Level 60. Departure frequency 118.35.
Yes, please.
54.
Yes.
Great.
Alright, Shield now. Here comes our crazy bus driver. I mean, that was quick.
Air Malta 827.
Don't hang about, does he? Here's our passengers. 117 of them, the poor little blighters.
Golf Bravo Bravo, clear to land runway 32, line 300, at
Clear to land runway 32. Golf Bravo Bravo.
Got a lot of cargo as well to load. So this'll take a bit of time. But we have 18 minutes, or now we've got 17 minutes before our departure. Let's wait and see if the bus driver is going to hit my plane as he leaves. Here you go, the doors are closing.
Avenue Q, 8 Tom, Air Malta 827. Airport 37.
Yes, 3-point turn.
Bravo, red.
Not very good 3-point turn coming up.
Air Malta 827.
That's it, move through half the passengers. Just bought them so he could drive over them.
Point runway 3. Air Malta 827.
Air Malta 827, hold position.
Hold position. Air Malta 827.
And he's off doing even more weird things.
Air Malta 827, taxi to holding point runway 32, by Charlie, hold short runway 32.
He hasn't got a clue where he's going, has he? Oh, whoops, whoops. That's worse than my flying. As you can see, our cargo pods have arrived, and our baggage truck has arrived.
Golf Bravo Bravo.
So, while they are doing that, I will do this.
Are you ready for the takeoff brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, we have no MEL issues today. I will be the pilot flying. It will be a standard takeoff, using noise abatement departure procedure 1. And it will be a full thrust takeoff. Runway conditions dry. As for anti-ice, it's not required. The packs will be on. We will use standard
Air
calls
Malta
today.
577.
At or below
Ready to
100
clear
knots,
this
I'll
line.
reject for any noise.
Air Malta
Below V1,
577,
I will only
standby.
reject for an engine failure, a fire of any kind, a configuration, or anything I deem will adversely affect the safety of the aircraft.
Air Malta
I will reject the
577,
takeoff by
clear to
calling
Lily
stop.
Airport. Cleared as
If you
filed.
could monitor
Maintain
that the
flight
water
level
brakes have
60.
activated
Expect
and that the
flight level
spoilers have been fired.
31110 minutes after departure.
Once we stop,
Departure
if there's a
frequency
fire,
118
I'll
decimal
position that
35.
side of the aircraft to be down
3061.
and we'll evacuate through the
Air
other
Malta
side.
577.
I'll advise the cabin
Airport.
and you talk to
Radar
ATC.
fine. Maintain
Our
flight level
V1 will take the
60.
aircraft into the
Departure
air,
frequency
sort it out
118
there,
decimal
and
35.
decide if we need to
Hold
return to the aircraft.
3061.
If you notice
Air
anything
Malta
appears to be taken
577.
please
Recast
notify
correct.
me. Any questions?
Qatar.
checks,
Air Malta
no
577.
Take off,
Press
please.
start up.
We're
Air Malta 577.
very well read,
Start
that is. If only I could speak
Air
like
Malta
that.
577.
Be able to get a job at the BBC.
526. Cross
So
runway
that's that bit.
32.
We just now got to wait till our passengers are loaded and
Bravo and Alpha.
we get our load sheet delivered to us, which happens with 8 minutes to go. So we've got another, oh dear, many minutes to go yet. As you can see, our cargo is still being loaded. The baggage is on, the passengers are on.
5 Delta. Hold short Charlie.
Taxi to gate 18 via Delta. Hold short Charlie. Golf Bravo Bravo.
And while they get on with their job, we'll come back inside the plane.
Air Malta 58. LUQ8 Tower. Roger.
And I'll press that,
South Bravo Bravo.
And we were given a altitude of 6,000.
5 Delta and Charlie.
So I'll set that.
And
we're ready to go.
Golf Bravo Bravo.
Just wait on the little
This is Qatar. Air Malta
fella to bring
577.
out our dispatch
Bangkok
release.
8 with information Bravo. Ready taxi with clearance.
Air Malta 577. Taxi to holding point runway 32.
Taxi to holding point runway 32. Air Malta 577.
Air Malta 577. Hold position.
Hold position. Air Malta 577.
GSX is going to nag me to death. What I can do, because I know I could close the doors, but I won't, because we have ground crew that will do that at the appropriate time. I hope they'll do the cargo doors as well. Otherwise we'll be flying with a hole. But I believe they do all the doors at the appropriate time, which is 2 minutes before departure. There or thereabouts. What we will do is we'll advance time down a little, because we can cheat a little like that, and we should get our load sheet fairly shortly.
LUQ8 Tower, Air Malta 143, ready for clearance CSC man.
Air Malta 143. Stand by. Air Malta 577. Taxi to holding point runway 32. Via Charlie. Hold short runway 32.
Taxi to holding point runway 32 by Charlie. Hold short runway 32. Air Malta 577.
Air Malta 143. Cleared to ESC Airport. Cleared as filed. Maintain flight level 60. Expect flight level 31610 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 118.35. Squawk 3067.
Air Malta 143, cleared to ESC Airport, cleared as filed. Maintain flight level 60. Departure frequency 118.35.
Hello, Captain. The passenger boarding is complete. When you're ready, I have
Air
the load
Malta
sheet for you.
787. Cross runway
Thanks.
32. Taxi to holding point runway
Have a safe
32.
flight.
Via Bravo and Alpha.
You enjoy your air-conditioned office as well.
Taxi to holding point runway 32 via Bravo.
Okay, so we've got a load sheet now.
787.
Times are ticking. What I can do again is I'll lower this down to 5 minutes, and then the purser
Request start up.
or chief stewardess will give her briefing to the passengers.
Air Malta 143.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard our flight today. As you locate your assigned seat, please place the smaller items up on the seat in front of you to provide more room for larger items in our overhead compartment. If you need assistance, contact the flight attendant. If you are unable to accommodate any items in this cabin, please bring us to the boarding door and we will take it for you. Also review the safety instructions in your seatbelt.
Golf Bravo Bravo, shutting down.
Golf Bravo Bravo, Roger.
And now we just wait for the top clock to tick down. God. Need to getting tongue-tied here. I'm going to have a look at my airport plan. And I've forgotten what runway we're taking off from.
LU-QA Tower, Air Malta 143.
I'm doing well already. Runway 31. I'm going to have a look at my airport plan and see if I can discover where runway 31 is.
To holding point runway 32.
That'll be fun.
Via Charlie, hold short runway 32.
Runway 31,
Taxi
where
to
are
holding
you?
point runway 32.
That's okay,
Via
it's the one we
Charlie,
landed
hold
on
short runway
yesterday.
32. Air Malta
Or
143.
day before yesterday.
Air Malta 858, Mr. Pro Chi LS runway 32.
So it's
Air Malta 858,
down to
flight
our
Fly published miss.
left,
Air Malta 858.
our right even. So I need to go nose right, tail left when we do a pushback. Just so I know I'm getting prepared, you see. Remind me if I forget. Which is very likely. So we want tail right, nose left to go down towards runway 31. Couple more minutes to wait. Oh, down to 1 more minute to wait. And then we'll get the ground crew bugging me. But we're following procedures rather than just rushing to the end of the runway and getting it up in the air.
Luca Tower, Air Malta 538, ready for clearance, Basra International.
Air Malta 538, standby. Air Malta 827, cross runway 32, taxi to holding point runway 32, via Bravo and Alpha.
Cross runway 32. Taxi. To holding point runway 32. Via Bravo and Alpha. Air Malta 827.
Air Malta 538, cleared to
Here we
Basra
go.
International Airport. Cleared as filed.
Go ahead.
All right, Captain. We are removing the jetway now. 1610 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 118.35. Squawk 3077.
Air Malta 538, clear to Basra International Airport, cleared as filed. Maintain flight level 60, departure frequency 118.35. Squawk 3077.
Air Malta 538, read back correct.
Air Malta 538, request pushback and start.
Air Malta 538, pushback and start approved.
Air Malta 538.
Oh, we're getting there. Almost there. Just mute them so they doesn't do anything stupid.
Hi Captain, the cabin is ready to go.
Abolgars! I believe that says Abolgars. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. You'll get a laugh out of this. Everybody else does. The flight is approximately 2 hours, I think.
At gate 14, with information Bravo,
Thanks.
ready taxi.
If you need anything, just let me know.
Ooh, she's always giving me rude suggestions like that. Blah. Calm down. So our next duty. Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
Please disconnect external power.
Roger, disconnecting GPU.
Oh, we wait for them to do that. I'll get up. That's a bit. Got to change that because we obviously want to push back as well. So let's change that to a requesting a pushback and start. Just wait for them to get back to us now to say that we're ready to go.
Captain, the GPU is now disconnected.
Thank you. Before start procedures.
Okay.
Before start checklist to the line. He's not listening, is he? Before start to the line. Oh, he's gone to sleep again. It's... Wakey, wakey. Before start checklist to the line.
Before start checklist down to the line. Cockpit preparation.
Completed.
Completed. Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Signs.
On.
Ideas.
Nav.
Fuel quantity.
9,870 kilograms. Set.
Baro ref.
1013 set.
Cross runway 32, taxi to holding point runway 32 by Bravo and
Before
Alpha,
start
Air
checklist
Malta
completed to the line.
577.
There we go. That's that bit done. Now, mute him out, because if I don't mute him out, he's going to do something very stupid and set our altitude at minus 7,000 sea level. Right. So, I'll contact ATC and request our pushback and start. Luca Tower, Rust Bucket 321, request pushback and start.
Rust Bucket 321, pushback and start approved.
Roger, Rust Bucket 321. That's that bit done.
LUQA Tower.
So I now need to do the
ready for clearance
before start below the line. If you'll listen.
Stand by.
Before start checklist below the line.
Before start checklist below the line. Windows and doors.
Closed.
Air Malta
Closed.
115.
On.
Cleared to Frankfurt
Thrust
Main
levels.
Airport.
Idle.
Cleared as filed.
Parking brake.
Maintain
Set.
level 60.
Before start
Set flight
checklist
level
complete.
35010 minutes after departure.
I'll mute him out for a minute. I'll click in on FS Captain. I'll have to use the external module
Air
for this
Malta
still.
115, cleared to
And
Frankfurt Main Airport. Cleared as filed.
let's tell
Maintain
that
flight level
I'm all ready to
60.
go.
Departure frequency 118.35. Squawk 3105.
That's done.
Air Malta 115.
On to the next procedure.
LUQA Tower. Air Malta 115. Request startup.
Cockpit to ground.
Air Malta
Go ahead.
115.
We are ready for
Startup
engine start.
Okay, all doors and engines are closed, beacon is rotating, engine intakes are clear and the trucks have been removed. You're clear to start on engine.
You are cleared to disconnect and go to hand signals.
Have a safe flight.
Thank you. Now you have to do that procedure, otherwise it doesn't kick in for the after start procedure. We're not actually going to use the inbuilt pushback, we're going to use GSX. So, want to push back, and we want to push back. No, I've forgotten what I said. Want nose to the left, tail to the right. Cabin crew, arm slides and cross check.
LUQA Tower. Air Malta 115. At Park 29. With information Bravo. Ready taxi with clearance.
Air Malta 115. Taxi to holding point runway 32 via Lima Zulu and Kilo. Hold short runway 24.
Taxi to holding point runway 32 via Lima Zulu and Kilo. Hold short runway 24. Air Malta 115.
DHL 9021. Clear to land runway 32. Winds 300 at 8.
Clear to land runway 32.
Doing his little
DHL
safety checks.
921.
And he'll come back to us in a minute and tell us we're ready for pushback. Hopefully.
Departure check completed. Bypass been inserted. Release parking brake.
And here we go. Parking brake off.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start that wheel.
Starting engine 2. starting engine 1. Come on, push us the right way. They're going to push us the wrong way. Oh, what a surprise. I got it wrong. I wanted to face the other way. Oh, never mind. We can do a U-turn. What does it matter?
Golf Romeo Hotel Golf Whiskey, clear to Dundee Airport.
I wanted
Cleared
nose
as
right,
filed.
tail
Maintain
left.
flight
We've
level
gone
60.
nose left, tail right.
Flight
Never
level
mind.
25010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 118 decimal.
Not a lot of room for pushing back.
Squawk 3114.
Mind the Virgin.
Golf Romeo Hotel Golf Whiskey, clear to Dundee Airport. Clear as 5.
Alright, don't mind the Virgin. Hit the Virgin.
Departure frequency 118.35. Squawk 3114.
Jeez.
Golf Romeo Hotel Golf Whiskey.
Where are we
clear
going?
as correct. DHL 9021, turn right any intersection.
DHL 921.
Hell not to do a pushback.
Request start up.
Golf Romeo Hotel Golf Whiskey, start up approved.
Golf Romeo Hotel Golf Whiskey.
Set parking brakes.
Well, that was successful, wasn't it? Facing the wrong way. Never mind. After start procedure.
Check.
No, don't check it. Do it. There we go. After start procedures. After start procedure.
Check.
He's gonna sleep on me again. Hang on a second, I'll
Class
get...
1 plus F.
Oh, thank you.
Tow truck disconnected.
He did it in the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board today. This is your first speaking.
DHL 921. Located runway.
Air Malta 538, cross runway 32, taxi to holding point runway 32, 5 Bravo and Alpha.
Cross runway 32. Taxi to holding point runway 32. 5 Bravo and Alpha. Air Malta 538.
DHL 9021, taxi to gate 16, 5 Delta and Charlie.
Taxi to gate 16 by Delta and Charlie. DHL 921.
Doors are clearly
WQN
marked
Tower,
as exit
Golf Romeo Hotel Golf Whiskey, FR 36. Information Charlie, ready taxi with clearance.
Locate the nearest
Air Malta 115, cross runway 24, taxi to holding point runway 32, 5 Juliet Head, India.
Cross runway 24, taxi to holding point runway 32, 5 Juliet and India, Air Malta 115.
Remain seated.
Golf Romeo Hotel Golf Whiskey, hold position, taxi available soon, I will call you back.
Oxygen will be flowing
Hold
through the mask.
position, Golf Romeo Hotel Golf Whiskey.
Cover your nose and mouth with a mask. Place the elastic band around your head and tighten by pulling on the end. Secure your own mask before assisting others. Your life jacket is located under your seat. Tighten the straps and once outside the aircraft, pull on the tabs to inflate your jacket. If the jacket fails to inflate, use the tube placed nearest to the neck. Your jacket is equipped with a light that will automatically illuminate in water. This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is not permitted in the cabin or in the lavatory. Cabin lights will now
Golf
turn
Bravo
off.
Bravo,
Reading light
ready for
buttons
clearance
are
Dundee.
located over your head.
Golf
Thank you
Bravo
very much for
Bravo,
listening.
stand by.
I hope you all listen carefully to the safety message. Okay, let's move on. After start checklist.
After
Golf
start
Bravo
checklist.
Bravo, clear to
Anti-ice.
Dundee Airport.
Off.
Cleared as
Decaf
filed.
status.
Maintain
Checked.
flight level 60.
Pitch trick.
Expect flight level 250.
Up
10
1.0 set.
Departure frequency 118.35. Squawk
He doesn't believe me.
123.
Golf Bravo
Set.
Bravo, clear to
Rudder
Dundee
trim.
Airport. Clear
0.
miles. Maintain
After
flight
start
level
checklist
60.
complete.
Departure frequency 11.
Flight controls check.
Ready.
13123.
Full left.
Golf Bravo Bravo,
Full right.
read back correct.
Neutral.
Luca Tower, Golf
Full
Bravo
up.
Bravo, request start up.
Full down.
Golf
Neutral.
Golf Whiskey.
Rudder.
Taxi to holding point
Full
runway
left.
32 via
Full
Charlie.
right.
Hold short
Neutral.
runway 32.
Taxi to holding point
Right,
runway
that's his
32
job done for a
via
little while.
Charlie. Hold short runway 32. Golf Golf Whiskey.
Golf Bravo Bravo.
I'll
start
get taxi
hover.
clearance next.
Golf Bravo Bravo,
Even though we're facing the wrong way, got to do a U-turn.
With you on ALS runway 32.
Air Malta 275.
If I can get a word in.
LQ8 Tower. Roger.
Luca Tower, Rust Bucket 321 at gate 15 with information Bravo, ready taxi with clearance.
Rust Bucket 321. Taxi to holding point runway 32 via Charlie. Hold short runway 32.
Taxi to holding point runway 32 via Charlie, hold short runway 32, Rust Bucket 321. So with that, on with the next bit. Clear on the left.
Clear on the right.
And we're on our way. As I say, gonna have to do a U-turn here
Luca Tower,
because we're facing the
Golf
wrong
Bravo
way.
Bravo, at gate 18 with information Charlie, ready taxi with clearance.
Nice and
Golf
easy to do a
Bravo
U-turn.
Bravo. Taxi to holding point runway 32 via Charlie. Hold short runway 32.
Taxi to holding point runway 32 via Charlie, hold short runway 32.
Actually,
Golf Bravo
I'll
Bravo,
cheat. I won't do a U-turn. I'll go this way. It's close enough.
DHL 921. Shutting down.
DHL 9021. Roger.
Actually, it might be the right taxiway. I don't know. I haven't got the plans in front of me. But you never know. Brake check.
Ready.
They work. Now, let's see if he's listening again.
Air Malta
Before
275,
takeoff checklist to the line.
land runway
Before
32,
takeoff
line
checklist down to the line.
300 at
Flight controls.
Cleared to
Checked.
land runway
Checked.
32.
Flight
Air Malta
instruments.
275.
Checked.
Checked. Briefing.
Confirmed.
Flight deck. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Captain, the cabin is secure.
Thank you.
Lap setting.
Config 1 plus F.
Config 1 plus F. V1, VR, V2, flex temp.
Now he's asking something. Whoa. I'll have to go down here. We want flaps 1. Let's mute him off for a minute, because I didn't note these down. And we got 26 degrees. Scrub that.
Air Malta
24 degrees.
531. Stand by.
Goes in there. V1150, VR151,
Air Malta
V2152,
531.
flex temp
Clear dash
53.
Maintain flight level 60.
V1 is
Expect flight level 31610 minutes after
V
departure.
rotate is
Departure
1,
frequency 118.35.
1,
Squawk
V2 is
3132.
5, 2,
Air
and
Malta
for the flex temp
531.
we have
Clear to Newcastle
5,
Airport.
3
Cleared as
degrees.
5. Maintain
ATC.
flight level
Set.
0. Departure
memo.
frequency
Take off, no blue.
135.
Before takeoff
Will
checklist
be
completed to
132.
the line.
Air Malta 531.
Well, that's sort of
feedback code.
handy that small aircraft came out. Gave me a chance to put the brakes on and
Start up.
find out what the V1 was, which I should have done earlier. I will admit that I should have done that earlier.
Air Malta 531.
And written it down to read back. But we got there. Cabin crew, seats for departure.
Clear on the approach.
Luca Tower. Air Malta 417. with
Before
you on
takeoff
ALS
checklist
runway
below the line.
Before takeoff checklist
Air
below
Malta
the line. Cabin
417.
crew.
LUQ8.
Advised.
Roger.
TCAS.
TARA.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Packs.
On.
Before takeoff checklist is complete.
Air Malta
It's all very
275.
technical, isn't it?
Turn right on the intersection.
Just think, not so long ago I just used to wing it and just get to the end of the runway and take off as quickly as possible. Almost gone professional.
Qatar, Air Malta 531, at Park 40 with information.
We've got to backtrack the runway a little bit.
Taxi with clearance.
Air Malta 115. Hold position.
Hold position. Air Malta 115.
Which means another U-turn,
Air
but on a
Malta
tight spot.
531. Taxi to holding point runway 32 via Charlie. Hold short runway 32.
Taxi to holding point runway 32 by Charlie. Hold short runway 32, Air Malta 531.
Air Malta 115. Taxi to holding point runway 32 via Charlie. Hold short runway 32.
Taxi to holding point runway 32 via Charlie. Hold short runway 32. Air Malta 115.
And now we've got to wait for our turn. Can't see the runway, so I can't see whether it's clear.
Vacating runway.
Air Malta 275. Taxi to gate 14 via Delta. Hold short Charlie.
Taxi to gate 14 via Delta. Hold short.
Oh, it just takes a bit of practice.
Golf Whiskey. Cross runway 32. Taxi to holding point runway 32.
I've been using FSX for too long, and I used FS9 before that. I've only been using this plane a little while. Oh, that's handy, look, taxi on the grass. Wonder if I can get away with doing that in an Airbus. Practice, 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 read the manuals, follow the procedures. If you're doing a complicated aircraft like this. I still don't know what I'm doing anyway. as many people will attest to. I ain't got a clue what I'm doing half the time. Now we've got to wait about an hour now for our turn to get on the runway, I think.
Maintain flight level 70. Expect flight level 32010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 118.35. Squawk 3142.
Virgin 324. Cleared to Malabam Indogando Airport. Cleared as filed. Maintain flight level 70. Departure frequency 118.35. Squawk 3142.
Virgin 324. Read back correct.
LUQA Tower. Virgin 324. Request startup.
Virgin 324. Startup approved.
Virgin 324.
This is the exciting bit, you know. Sitting here waiting. And then the other exciting bit is the last 5 minutes of it when I attempt to land the plane. The bit in the middle, well, that's when we put the jukebox on and have a little party and a boogie in the back. As long as it doesn't play Christmas records, we're alright.
Air Malta 417. Missed approach ILS runway 32.
Air Malta 417. Flight published missed.
Flight published missed. Air Malta 417.
Oh yes, he definitely missed. There's another plane on the runway, that's why.
Libya 923.
There he goes.
LUQA Tower. Roger.
LUQA Tower. Virgin 324. At Park 41. With information Charlie. Ready taxi with clearance.
Virgin 324. Hold position. Taxi available soon. I will call you back.
Hold position. Virgin 324.
Golf Bravo Bravo. Cross runway 32. Taxi taxi to holding point runway 32 via Bravo and Alpha.
And there's another one off. I don't know where the other one disappeared to. Typical AI. Just get rid of them when they're in the way.
Air Malta 275.
They're fortunate, they go across the grass.
14 via Delta and Charlie.
Taxi to gate 14 via Delta Charlie, Air Malta 275.
Approaching 3, 2.
Well, at least we know we're next, as long as there isn't anything coming into land. Not sure about taxiing on the grass though. I think I'll use the runway and do a U-turn. I have a quick look at my map and see if there is a taxiway there. No, there is no taxiway there. They are actually on the grass for some reason.
LUQ 8 Tower, Air Malta 189er.
Odd way of doing it.
Clearance by Messino.
Air Malta 189er, stand by.
And then again, you know what these programs are like with their AI traffic. They'll sort of go anywhere really.
Air Malta 189er, cleared to fire Messina Airport. Cleared as filed. Maintain flight level 60. Expect flight level 31110 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 118.35. Squawk 3151.
Air Malta 189er. Cleared to fire Messino Airport. Cleared as filed. Maintain flight level 60. Departure frequency 118.35. Squawk 3151.
Air Malta 189er, read back correct.
Air Malta 189er, request pushback hand start.
Air Malta 189er, pushback hand start approved.
Air Malta 189er.
Another aircraft that's likely to go into the Bermuda Triangle in a second. There's that one that's just taxied down. Gonna just disappear, I think. Hopefully it will.
LUQA, our tele 531 with you on ILS runway 32.
Having said that, we've now got an Alitalia on ILS, so they're likely to get to land before we get to take the runway. Who said it wasn't reality?
531, LUQA Tower, Roger. Air Malta 189er, taxi to holding point runway 32 via Kilo. Hold short runway 24.
Taxi to holding point runway 32 via Kilo. Hold short runway 24. Air Malta 189er.
Libya 923, clear to land runway 32, winds 300 at 8.
Clear to land runway 32, Libya 923.
Virgin 324, taxi to holding point runway 32, via Charlie, hold short runway 32.
Taxi to holding point runway 32, via Charlie, hold short runway 32, Virgin 324.
Come on then, where are you? It's out there somewhere. Coming from the Merc. Where are you?
Air Malta 275, shutting down.
Air Malta 275, roger.
Wow, it suddenly appeared out of nowhere. How's that?
Turn right any intersection.
Libya 923.
No, don't turn right. Not there. Go down the other end, please. Thank you. Wow, amazing. Magical planes, they just appear from nowhere. hopefully we might get on the runway in a minute.
Air Malta 189er, cross runway 24, taxi to holding point runway 32, via Juliet, India and Charlie. Hold
Well, I'm not
short
sure. I
runway
want to.
32.
There seems to be a bit of a black hole down there. Planes disappearing and suddenly appearing.
Runway 32, via Juliet, India and Charlie. Hold short runway 32, Air Malta 189er.
You've got our DHL 921, ready for clearance Brussels South.
DHL 9021, standby. Alitalia 531, clear to land runway 32.
Oh, maybe not then.
1300.
Alitalia's coming in next. It'll suddenly
Clear
pop
to
up on
land
the end of the runway.
32, Alitalia 531.
Libya 902.
And there's a Virgin lost out there somewhere. Virgin aircraft, that is.
DHL 9021.
Oh, went on a go around.
South Airport, cleared as filed. Maintain flight level 60. Expect
So when I
flight
said no
level
Christmas
32,
songs, we might actually
610
be near Christmas by the time we get that on the
departure,
runway.
Frequency 118.35, squawk 3161. Libya 923, taxi to gate 15, via Delta, hold short Charlie.
Taxi to gate 15, via Delta, hold short Charlie, Libya 9023.
DHL 921, cleared to Brussels South Airport, cleared as filed. Maintain flight level 60, departure frequency 118.35, squawk 3161.
DHL 9021, read back correct.
You've got our DHL 921, request start up.
DHL 9021, startup approved.
That's all happening here, as you can see.
DHL 921.
Does it get any more exciting than this? Probably not. Oh, here comes the Alitalia. It's landed sort of a bit close to the sea by the looks of it, but he's down. Just got to wait for him to get out the way and hope nothing else is coming in.
Libya 9023, taxi to gate 15, via Delta and Charlie.
Taxi to gate 15, via Delta and Charlie, Libya 9023.
You've got our DHL 921 at gate 16 with information Charlie, ready taxi with clearance.
Alitalia
Apologies for this, we've got a traffic hold up. We'll get there in the end.
DHL 9021.
Should make an announcement about it, really.
Taxi available soon, I will call you back.
Hold position. DHL 921.
On the flight deck, this is the captain once again. Due to one or two issues we've had during boarding, we've missed our departure slot time. We have a new slot
wrong
time,
message.
but unfortunately this will
Close
delay
enough,
our
though.
departure. The reason for the delay is out of our control, but rest assured, we'll be doing our best to make up the time in flight. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll put my foot down. That's if we ever get permission to get on the runway. Should have done a different message to that, really. It was an ATC hold. Not a boarding problem. But never mind. It's just for fun.
Alitalia 531.
But it's getting annoying not letting me on the runway.
Rust bucket 321.
There we go.
Cross runway 32.
Cross it.
Taxi to holding point runway 32. Via Bravo and Alpha.
What am I supposed to cross it to? The grass? Cross runway 32, taxi to holding point runway 32 via Bravo and Alpha, Rust bucket 321. Now I've got to see this. There is a
Alitalia 531. Taxi to gate 1 via Echo. Hold short Foxtrot.
there is a show the taxiway, or show the way you're supposed to taxi, if it'll bring it up.
Air Malta 719er, ready for clearance Orlando.
Air Malta 719er.
Where are we supposed to? Oh, we are supposed to go on the grass according to this. So we'll go on the grass. What do I care? It'll just blow a tyre or two.
Air Malta Malta 719er, cleared to Orlando Airport.
Not sure how that is
Cleared
crossing
as
the
filed.
runway to get to the
Maintain
runway.
Flight level 60. Expect flight level 31610 minutes after departure. Departure
Can it get
frequency
any better?
118.35. Squawk 3170.
Air Malta 719er, cleared to Orlando
Not quite got that
Airport.
one right,
Cleared
Mr.
as
Vox
filed.
ATC.
Maintain flight level 60, departure frequency 118.35, squawk 3170.
I feel like I'm driving a tractor, not a patient plane.
719er, read back correct.
Air Malta 719er, request pushback and start.
Air Malta 531, cross runway 32, taxi to holding point runway 32, via Bravo and Alpha.
Cross runway 32, taxi to holding point runway 32, by Bravo and Alpha, Air Malta 531.
Air Malta 719er, pushback and start approved. Air Malta 189er, hold position.
Hold position. Air Malta 189.
Well, it's an adventure.
Air
Ploughing
Malta
a field
719er.
in an Airbus.
Air Malta 189er, taxi to holding point runway 32, via Charlie, hold short runway 32. DHL 9021, taxi to holding point runway 32.
Someone
via
ought to tell it there
Charlie,
isn't a
hold
taxiway
short
there,
runway
but
32.
never mind.
Taxi to holding point runway
Whoops.
32, by Charlie.
Power
Hold
station's
short
gonna get hit,
runway
or radar
32,
station.
DHL 921.
Bye.
Taxi to holding point runway 32. Via Charlie, hold short runway 32. Air Malta 189er.
Luca Tower, Air Malta 719er, at gate 2, with information Charlie.
Yes.
Ready to
Different.
activate clearance.
Air Malta 719er, taxi to holding point runway 32, via Kilo.
Oh, at least
hold
we're back on
short
some
runway
tarmac now.
24.
Taxi to holding point runway 32, via Kilo. Hold short runway 24, Air Malta 719er.
Wasn't that
Lydia
good?
9023, shutting down.
Lydia 9023, Roger.
That is ATC telling me to go across the grass, but we won't worry about minor details like that.
Air Malta 836.
I'm following them.
Roger.
I always follow the ATC. That's a golden rule. Do what the ATC tell you. They tell you to taxi across the grass, you taxi across the grass. Right, we're at the end of the runway at least.
Approaching. 3, 2.
And now we've got to wait. I bet someone got another delay or something else coming into land. Yeah, hope we haven't disappeared down a black hole. I'll tell you what, I'll see if I can cheat. Nope, can't cheat on this one. Just have to wait
LUQA Tower,
and hope
Scandinavian
that we aren't
991,
invisible.
Ready for clearance past trip.
Scandinavian 901, stand by.
It's definitely interesting having a
Scandinavian
ATC that tells you to do that.
901,
Don't think it's got the
airport. Cleared as filed. Maintain
airport
flight
plans
level
quite right.
60. Expect flight level 32010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 118.35. Squawk 3176.
As they say, nothing's perfect, especially in Flight Simulator World.
Maintain flight level 60. Departure frequency 118.35.
Yes, it is the Aerosoft Airbus A320.
Scandinavian 901. Read back correct.
Scandinavian
As you can see there,
901.
in the Airbus livery.
And start.
Scandinavian 901.
Well, there's nothing coming down to land.
Push back and start approved.
Scandinavian 901.
And there's nothing on the runway. Oh.
Line 300 at 8. Runway 32 cleared takeoff. Air Malta 719er, cross runway 24, taxi to holding point runway 32.
So we've got permission to take off.
India and Charlie, hold short runway 32.
Amazing.
Cross runway 24.
If I can now get a word in
taxi to
edgeways and
holding
acknowledge it.
point Runway 32, via Juliet, India and Charlie. Hold short runway 32, Air Malta 719er.
Runway 32 cleared takeoff, Rust Bucket 321.
Scandinavian Niner 901, taxi to holding point runway 32 via Kilo. Hold short.
Why don't I
runway
ever get a
24.
flight that just goes perfect from A to B? I'll never know. Something always has to happen.
Hold short runway 24.
Well, I suppose it'd be boring if it didn't.
On runway 32.
See if I can get a nice straight line. That'll be a miracle as well. Well, keep it rolling. Take off.
Check.
We're off. Powering on. Hang on to your hats.
Thrust set.
Trick is keeping it in a straight line.
100 knots.
Come on, I'm running out of runway.
V1. Rotate.
Ooh! She didn't want to go up, but we're up.
Positive rate of climb.
Air Malta AP.
Gear up.
Gear up.
LS runway 32. Air Malta.
Oh, that was smooth.
Flight published east. Flight published north.
Stick the autopilot on. And relax.
Cross
Breathe
runway
and relax.
taxi to holding point runway 32
Traffic,
via
traffic.
Bravo and Alpha.
Cross runway 32.
Traffic,
taxi to
traffic.
holding point runway 32
Speed.
by Bravo and Alpha.
Okay.
Speed. Speed.
Autopilot didn't work then.
Six rate. Speed. Speed. On.
We're going backwards. Why are we going backwards? How are we going backwards? Figure that one out. Yeah, I haven't figured that one out. Oh dear. Still haven't quite figured out how we're going backwards. This is clever. I've got the engines at idle and we're going backwards. That's very clever. That's a hell of a headwind. I just crashed. No kidding. I've got no engine. Oh, now we're going forwards. Why are we going forwards? There's no engines. This is very clever. There's no engines running. I've got full brakes on and we're going forwards. I think something went a little AWOL now. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I know I'm a retard. Good grief. Okay, this is just
On taxiway. On taxiway. On taxiway. On taxiway.
No, we're in the middle of a field, darling.
On taxiway. On taxiway. On taxiway.
Oh dear. Well, I've paused this simulator. I have no idea. The engines have been switched off. I had full brakes on, and we're still moving. When they had the engines on full throttle, we were going backwards. So it's quite clever. I'm not quite sure how that managed to do that. That's the beauty of FSX, you know. It always throws a spanner in the works somewhere. Oh dear. I'll just unpause it and see where have we actually stopped yet?
Speed.
Parking brakes on.
On taxiway. On taxiway.
Speed.
Oh dear.
On taxiway.
That's very clever. I don't no idea what it's doing. It's not doing what I want it to do, that's for certain. A ghost in the machine, yeah. You can say that again. God, I think I've got 3 ghosts in this machine. Yes, I'm not. Yeah, full thrust, and we're going backwards. That's quite clever. And no engines running, and we're going forwards. Yeah. No, that doesn't work, does it? Well, I hope the people viewing it enjoyed it, the show. Oh dear. Because it's yes, it's not meant to do that. For those that don't know, it's not meant to do that. So we'll reset. Oh dear, oh dear. Never a dull moment on my streams, that's for certain. If anybody has a science degree and they can explain how with engines running on full forwards we were going backwards, and how on no engines running we were going forwards, please do explain it. Oh dear. Well, yes, it went into a stall. The autopilot disconnected, and yes, we should fall to the ground, but once we hit the ground we should not be hurtling backwards. And then when I cut the engines we shouldn't then go forwards. That doesn't make sense. So yeah, that worked well, didn't it? Oh dear, oh dear. Let's not blame anything in particular other than FSX and its oddities. Crash detection is turned off, so I can fly through things. That doesn't explain why I was still moving when there's no engines and the brakes full on. But there you go. That's because I was kept waiting. You see, the passengers became impatient. They got out and pushed. So, having had such an exciting start